Please listen carefully.
Okay, well, for that, we're gonna have to rewind. Oops, not that far. I was born in England, way back many centuries ago. Okay, so there I am at high school, and all expectations are, you know, I'm gonna follow the usual track of high school, college degree, college career. The university just didn't seem like something I was ready for or wanting to do at that point. It just, even though it was on like parents' radars and teachers' radars, it just didn't seem like the right thing for me to do at that time. So I usually go with my gut, and off I go and take a different track. My dad was a chemist, and initially a chemist in a factory. He used to always say in this dad way, you know, like, everything is chemistry, everything. And and you know, I was like, all right, Dad. But the truth is that really has stood with me forever in my back of my mind. Everything's exciting. Everything is a reaction, a chemical reaction, you know. And I got my first job in a printing and dyeing factory.
I was like 17 years old, and it was a really good intersection between science and art. And anyway, after that job, I got my next job at the landfill site, which was not the most glamorous thing, and definitely not a good pickup line. I was looking at like the pollution effects of waste in the environment. So like water goes through the waste, and it leaches through, makes this leachate, so it's like this toxic liquid. And I remember this one time I was out middle of the night, pouring rain, giant flood. The leachate was overflowing from its containment pond, and it was going into the rivers, and I was just like, oh, the fish. And I just felt, you know, what am I doing? I need to be able to do more than this. And then this one guy on the site, you know, who drives one of these machines every day, he just said to me, Ruth, what are you doing here? You're way too smart to be here for the rest of your life. And I was like, yeah, you're right. And so I left and went to university, and I knew I wanted to do environmental science, and I knew I wanted to make a difference. So I got on this great program. So there I am in England. I do my first year of university in England, and then I come over to the US and do my second year here at OSU. Learning all about environmental science, got my degree, got asked back to do a master's degree, looking at the influence of toxicants in the environment on the fish. I knew then I'd arrived, you know, I guess. After I graduated, I got a job with it's called PISCO. They look at intertidal ecology. So I literally got to play around in tide pools for my job. You know, we did comparative studies between New Zealand coast and the US coast. I mean, how fun is that? I went to work in New Zealand for a couple of years, and trying to get the most out of the seafood, looking at ocean acidification, hypoxia in the ocean. So I got to be chief scientist on boats and lead those projects.
I just start looking online, OSU job. I rock up to the interview, and I am like 8 months pregnant with my second kid, and my first kid was, you know, 1. They still get me a job. They had faith. So day to day, basically, I sort of consider myself helping others to do their research, help with their animals. I look after all the fish, all the equipment that it takes to keep animals alive, feeding them and cleaning their tanks, developing vaccines. We're hearing a lot about that these days, but for fish, there's such an array of different research projects that go on here, and I get to learn about them. And I'm, you know, constantly learning things that I had never even dreamt of before as issues and that people were trying to solve. Yeah, that's really fun, really satisfying.